So thank you all for coming out. I know that it is not the nicest weather out there and driving can be a little slick. So I really appreciate you coming. This is my first official talk here at Fiddleheads, so I'm super excited to be here, and thanks again for coming out. So today we're going to talk about energy, pH, and the gut connection. And this is a fascinating topic to me. I think that gut health is just starting to come to the forefront of people's the know of people anyways, so I think it's a really fun and exciting time to kind of be in this industry and like spread the knowledge, because gut health is pretty important. So, who am I? So my name is Laura. I am the owner of an online business called Holistic Wave, where I work with women who have digestive problems. I'm also the co-owner of Culture Shock Kombucha, which is Lambton County's first and only kombucha brewery company. We are actually sold here in Fiddleheads in all locations in Kitchener, Cambridge, Waterloo area. We are in about 70 retail stores from Windsor to Kitchener. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, so that's pretty exciting. I am a gut and restoration specialist, blogger, wife, and mama of 3. So there's lots going on in my world, but it's all fun, right? When you're talking about digestive health, it's all fun. So digestive health, like why do we need to care about this? Why is it such a buzzword, and why is it so popular right now? So in order for me to answer all these questions, really comes down to not knowing is one thing, but Hippocrates. He is known as the father of medicine, and he was around in about 320 BC. He died in 415 BC. So we're talking like a long, long time ago, right? And he said that all disease begins in the gut. He didn't say that some disease begins in the gut, a little bit kind of sort of. He said all disease begins in the gut. And it was as relevant back then as it is today, that all disease starts in the gut. So when I'm talking about diseases, I'm talking from everything from ADHD to cancer to Alzheimer's to dementia to arthritis pain to bloating to brain fog. I'm talking about it all. So that's a pretty bold statement for me to stand up here and say this to you with so much confidence, right? So how is that? How can I stand up here and say this to you? Well, it comes down to a couple of points here. So to begin with, I like to think about the digestive system, right? The digestive system is an open channel, right? As opposed to, say, your cardiovascular system. Your cardiovascular system, the only way you can get something put into that is if you physically put it there, like via an injection, right? Whereas the digestive system, it's open from the mouth down to the anus, right? So anything can get in, anything can be absorbed through this. So if you think about it then, your digestive system is the first line of defense, your first internal line of defense from the outside world. And this is one of the reasons why we have hydrochloric acid in our stomach, because this acid is going to help kill or deactivate any kinds of enzymes or bacteria or viruses that may enter that our saliva can't kill, right? If you think about our immune system, our digestive system as well, 80% of our immune system resides in our gut. Like, that's huge. I'm gonna say that again because it's so huge. 80% of our immune system resides in our gut. And that is directly because of the microbiome, or that beneficial bacteria that resides in our digestive system. And I can say that because I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in depth later on. But these bacteria that we have inside of our bodies, they emit both the good and the bad. They emit different kinds of gases, different kinds of enzymes, different kinds of metabolites, right? And some of these are actually antibodies. It's actually IgA antibodies that the good bacteria will emit. So this is why we say that 80% of our immune system resides in our gut, because it's actually our bacteria, that beneficial microbiome that resides within us, is naturally producing these IgA antibodies, which is our white blood cells. So it's pretty huge. Also, when you think about our digestive system, think about the whole purpose and the point of the digestive system. That is to break down micronutrients or macronutrients into their smallest nutrient, right? So what I mean by that is, without getting too fancy, we all know carbohydrates. Carbohydrates get broken down into glucose, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids. And it's these actual amino acids or glucose or fatty acids that are actually going to build you and actually going to become what you're made out of. Like the cells, your hormones, your immune system, your antibodies is actually a whole bunch of fatty acids or amino acids or glucose, right? That has been broken down by your body and put together strategically so that your body can identify it and then make something with it. So if your body physically isn't able to break down your food to expose those nutrients, then your body physically cannot be able to be its best because it doesn't have the resources to provide and to make your body what it can be, right? The last thing then, if you think about our digestive system and what it's meant for, it's meant to like clear things out, right? So the removal of feces from your body. But it's more than just that as well. So we're talking different kinds of conjugated hormones or different kinds of dead bacteria, different kinds of parasites. So it's very detoxifying, right? So I like to do take-homes when I do talks like this. So this is going to be a real big take-home for anybody. The B vitamins. The B vitamins work synergistically together. I just had this conversation with a buddy of mine this morning. My first conversation of the day was him like asking me about vitamins. So B vitamins work synergistically together. And he started telling me, this is a perfect example. He was taking, Laura, I'm taking B2, I'm taking B3, I'm taking B6, and I'm taking B12. And I was like, that's fantastic, but you're missing about another 10 vitamins, 10 B vitamins. And he's like, what are you talking about? I say these vitamins work synergistically together. You have to have all of your B vitamins in order for any of them to work. So what happens is, if you start taking out these sublingular B vitamins, all of your other B vitamins start to deplete in your body. And this is very detrimental, especially if we are talking about B12. A lot of people I hear go to their hairdressers or go to their friends or family and they're like, I have no energy, I'm having trouble sleeping at night. Go take a B12 vitamin and all your worries will be gone, right? It doesn't work that way. B9, which is folic acid, this is literally the key that will turn on B12. If you do not have B9 in your body, you do not have active B12 in your body. So think about this. If you are sublingularly taking out B12 and all that you're taking is B12, all of these other B vitamins are going to start to become depleted, including B9, which is that key, right? So you have a whole bunch of B12 up here and your B9's down here, it cannot reach that B12. So this B12 is just a really expensive pea, a really expensive bright yellow pea, mind you, right? So what we do then is you take what's called the B complex. This B complex has all of the B's together. So you ensure then that you have all of the B's, and once you have that, then you can sublingularly take out the other vitamins like B12 because you're going to have enough in there to turn the key on. It's just absolutely fascinating.